are tiny, audacious pests attacking your beloved plants? Are you tired of seeing those chewed leaves and weak stems? Does it feel like you need some heavy artillery from the garden store to fight them off? But what if we told you there are simple, completely natural ways to protect your green oasis? In this video, you'll discover 5 secrets that will help your plants become strong and resilient. And some of them might just surprise you. Let's be honest, dealing with pests is just part of being a gardener or plant parent. To many tiny creatures, our plants look like an all-you-can-eat buffet. In the past, people often used whatever was available, sometimes highly toxic substances. But today, more and more of us want to protect nature and our own health. We're looking for natural, safe ways to keep pests away from our plants. Luckily, nature itself has already provided countless solutions. Our job is simply to learn how to use them. Okay, let's start with our first natural secret. How can you protect your plants from pests without using chemicals? It's actually very simple. You just need the right neighbours for them. Yes, other plants. This method is called companion planting, or, simply put, planting companion plants. Imagine your favourite flowers or vegetables living side by side with their own natural bodyguards. This works in several ways. Firstly, through scent. Many aromatic herbs and flowers have such a strong fragrance that it simply masks the smell of your main plants. Pests find it hard to locate their target plants. They get lost in this fragrant labyrinth. Secondly, some companion plants release substances that directly repel or even kill pests. These can be compounds in the roots, affecting soil pests, or volatile compounds released from the leaves. Take, for example, the well-known marigolds. They're often planted around garden beds. They help repel nematodes in the soil and some flying insects. Mint, basil, and rosemary. Their strong essential oils deter pests like aphids, whiteflies, and many caterpillars. Garlic and onions are excellent defenders for carrots and strawberries against onion and carrot flies. Thirdly, some plants attract beneficial insects. These are the insects that prey on the pests. For instance, dill or fennel, with their flat-top flowers, attract ladybugs and lacewings. Lupine or clover can attract insects that parasitize pests. The strategy is simple. Mix up your plantings. Plant aromatic herbs between rows of vegetables. Place marigolds along the edge of your flower beds. This creates a natural, multi-layered shield. You're using the power of nature to keep your plants safe. It's beautiful, eco-friendly, and it works. Your plants will thank you. They'll grow strong and healthy, completely chemical-free. Now let's move on to the second natural way to protect your plants. But what if pests have already shown up and you prefer not to use commercial products? Why not try whipping up some magic sprays right in your own kitchen? It's easier than you think, and chances are you already have the ingredients on hand. Imagine your kitchen transforming into a mini-lab for plant defense, and no complicated formulas required. The core idea behind this method is using natural substances that pests find unpleasant. This could be strong smells, a pungent taste, or simply ingredients that make the leaf surface unattractive to them. For instance, one of the most popular and straightforward recipes is a simple soap solution. Just your regular household or garden soap. Soap doesn't kill pests instantly, but it creates a thin film that makes it hard for them to breathe. For some pests, like aphids, it's just plain irritating and encourages them to leave your plants. How do you make it? It's super easy. Just dissolve a small amount of soap in water. Typically, a couple of tablespoons of liquid soap or grated bar soap per litre of water is sufficient. Pour the solution into a spray bottle, and there you have it. Your natural remedy is ready to go. But that's not your only option. You can also use infusions made from garlic or onions. Their strong smell is great at repelling many insects. Or a hot pepper infusion that creates a burning effect that pests will absolutely hate. Some people even use herbal infusions like wormwood or tansy, which also have repellent properties. The biggest advantage of these homemade sprays is how safe they are. They won't harm beneficial insects, especially if you apply them specifically to the affected areas, and are completely safe for you, your pets, and the environment. You should apply them regularly, especially after it rains, as the rain can wash away the protective layer, and it's usually best to apply them in the evening to avoid any potential sun scorch on the leaves. This is an accessible, effective, and completely natural method, so go ahead, open up your kitchen cupboard, and start experimenting. Your plants will thank you for the natural care. Let's move on to the third method for protecting your plants, which might seem a little counterintuitive. It sounds strange, but we're actually going to invite even more insects. Yes, you heard that right. The idea isn't to attract just any insects, but specifically those that are natural predators of pests. Think of them as the good guys in the insect world. Imagine hiring an army of small, hard-working helpers whose only job is to hunt down aphids, mites, caterpillars, and other unwelcome visitors. Who are these heroes? The most well-known are ladybugs. Their larvae can eat incredible numbers of aphids. Lacewings are also excellent hunters. Their larvae actively feed on soft-bodied pests. Then there are tiny, parasitic wasps. They lay their eggs inside the pest body, which ultimately kills it. You've also got predatory bugs, ground beetles, and spiders. Even though spiders aren't technically insects, they're still very helpful. So, how do you attract them? They primarily need two things: food, that is, the pests, and shelter with a source of nectar or pollen. Plant flowers near your main crops or plants that are known to attract beneficial insects, for example, dill, fennel, coriander, marigolds, chamomile, and alfalfa. Leave small areas of your garden with wild grasses or weeds. This provides them with shelter. And most importantly, avoid using chemical insecticides. Chemicals kill all insects, both beneficial and harmful. By using natural methods, like the ones we've already discussed, you create an environment where these beneficial insects can thrive. By attracting them, you gain a living, self-sustaining pest control system. They work for you, helping to maintain nature's balance. This is a truly intelligent way to protect your plants. You're not just fighting a problem, you're building a healthy ecosystem. Our fourth natural defense method involves creating physical barriers or traps for pests. Often, the simplest solutions are the most effective. Picture putting up a fence around your plants or creating a sticky floor to prevent pests from reaching their target. This approach is particularly effective for preventing invasions by crawling pests or for monitoring their population. What types of physical barriers are there? A simple example is using covering materials. Lightweight garden fabric or fine mesh draped over your plants can create an impassable barrier for flying insects like whiteflies, onion or carrot flies, and cabbage moths. Just be sure to apply them before pests get to the plants. To protect against slugs and snails that crawl on the ground, create barriers using materials they find difficult to move across. For instance, scatter crushed eggshells, fine gravel, sawdust, or even coffee grounds around the base of plants. Their rough or sharp texture is irritating to these soft-bodied pests. Copper tape is also effective. Contact with copper gives slugs a mild jolt that deters them. Moving on to traps. Traps aren't primarily about direct protection. Instead, they help you identify which pests are present, how many there are, and can sometimes significantly reduce their numbers. An example is sticky traps. These are brightly coloured, typically yellow or blue sheets or panels, coated with non-drying adhesive. Flying insects attracted by the colour land on the glue and get stuck. They're great for whiteflies, aphids, thrips, and fungus gnats. Simply hang them near your plants. For crawling pests like slugs or certain beetles, use baited traps. A classic example is burying a shallow dish of beer level with the ground. Slugs are attracted by the scent, crawl in, and drown. Or even something as simple as a piece of board you leave on the ground. Pests like slugs or woodlice will hide underneath during the day, making them easy to collect manually. Physical barriers and traps are non-toxic and safe methods. While they require some initial setup and monitoring, they're very effective, especially when used alongside other natural pest control strategies. Think of them like adding an alarm system and strong doors, an extra layer of security for your green pets. Let's talk about the fifth natural defense method, possibly the most important, and definitely the most fundamental, yet it's often overlooked. It boils down to one simple thing: just taking good care of your plants. Think of your plant as a living organism, much like ourselves. When we're healthy, eating well, getting enough sleep, our immune system is strong. We're better able to fight off illnesses and infections. It's the same story with plants. A strong, healthy plant is much better equipped to resist pest attacks. It can even handle minor infestations on its own. So how do we ensure our plants have this kind of health? It's a comprehensive approach that includes several key factors. First off, proper watering. Too little or too much water weakens the plant, making it vulnerable. The key is regular watering, but avoid overwatering. Always consider the specific needs of each plant. Secondly, suitable soil and nutrition. Plants require specific nutrients to grow and thrive. Depleted soil or a lack of micronutrients will result in weak, droopy leaves and thin stems, making them an easy target for pests. Use high-quality potting mix and natural fertilizers. Thirdly, adequate lighting. Every plant needs the right amount of light. Too little light, if it's sun-loving, or too much direct sun, if it prefers shade, will stress the plant and weaken it. Fourth, the right temperature and humidity levels. Drastic fluctuations or unsuitable conditions can also negatively impact a plant's immunity. And finally, timely inspection and plant hygiene. Regularly inspect your plants closely. Catching pests early makes them much easier to remove manually, or simply wash away with water. Remove any damaged or diseased leaves and branches. This not only improves the plant's appearance, but also eliminates potential breeding grounds for pests or diseases. It's also important to ventilate rooms with houseplants and ensure good air circulation in greenhouses or garden beds. Stagnant, humid air is an ideal environment for many pests and fungi. Good care really is the best prevention. It's the foundation of everything. When a plant is robust, its tissues are denser. The sap is less appealing to sap-sucking pests, and the plant has the strength to resist. This isn't a quick fix like a spray. It's the most reliable and long-term strategy. A healthy, strong plant inherently knows how to resist many threats. Think of it this way: a healthy plant is already half the battle won when it comes to dealing with pests. But the most surprising and often overlooked method is that third one: attracting beneficial insects. Sounds a bit counterintuitive, doesn't it? Why would you want more bugs when you're trying to get rid of them? But here's the key: there's actually a whole good guy army in the insect world. Think ladybugs, lacewings, or even parasitic wasps. They aren't interested in your plants. They eat the bugs that do eat your plants. They're like a natural living defense system for your garden or houseplants. By creating the right environment for them, maybe planting certain flowers, leaving a small patch of wild grass, and definitely avoiding harsh chemicals, you invite these beneficial predators in. And once they're there, they work for you non-stop, 24/7, completely free. It's a real game changer for pest control and helps your garden become a naturally self-regulating ecosystem. Pretty neat, huh? So, there you have it. 5 natural ways to help protect your plants from pests, ranging from companion planting with the right neighbours to inviting in those beneficial insects. And always remember, a healthy, strong plant is your best defence. Thanks so much for watching. I really hope these tips help your plants thrive. If you found this helpful, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos on easy plant care. What natural pest control methods are you already using, or which ones are you planning to try? Let me know in the comments below.